Hi everyone, and welcome back to another Borkno game video. Today's video is dedicated to the CNTW shutdown and the new events that you just saw right there. So let's go ahead and cover this CNTW shutdown in more detail. So you can see here, this is the image. If you run it through an OCR, you can pretty much get this text. And this text pretty much tells us Illusion Connect will pretty much shut down on March 10th, 2021. Now, why is this so important for us to know? This was posted on February 1st. If you actually go to the Mamba article, Mamba's the publisher for the CNTW servers for Illusion Connect, it was actually stated that it was going to be transferred on January 11th, 2021. But the issue is this was posted on January 19th, so it's not as up to date as this post, which is from February 1st per this image, where it states that pretty much on March 10th, 2021, that is when the game is going to be shut down. And it was a painful decision, for the overall team. Some of you are wondering what led to this decision. At the end of the day, it's probably just due to profits and how the game was received in that region. So you can see here, there's only 14,000 reviews, 8K in revenue, 5,000 downloads. Some of you are probably wondering, is this the performance over in CN? This is the overall rating for Illusion Connect in CN. Like, note how pretty much everything is different, like the publisher is different and their overall name is different, right? And then you can see here for Illusion Connect, it's published by Super Prism, but the, downloads, the revenue, the amount of reviews is astronomically different. So what does this tell you at the end of the day? Illusion Connect over in the US global side is absolutely fine, revenue, pretty much download, and success wise. Over here in like TWCN, it wasn't doing very well in the first place, not to mention, the game just wasn't well received in this region, and the publishers themselves didn't do a great job for actually making this game successful. Now, where does Illusion Connect EN pretty much sit at this, or global? Pretty much if Super Prism is able to, communicate better, provide more information on updates, why there's banner changes and everything, then Illusion Connect will be fine. How do I pretty much view this end of service Chinese version? To me, it reminds me a lot of cancel culture on Twitter, and this is like cancel culture on Reddit instead, where we see that, end of service for Chinese version, and we're like, oh my god, we should stop playing, Illusion Connect Global. At the end of the day, it's up to you whether you want to play Illusion Connect, and it's up to you whether you want to be swayed by this. Also, we're probably a small community even like seeing this, because a lot of people who just play, phone games won't get into the nitty gritty and see all this information. We're actually probably like 10% of the actual Illusion Connect community, because that's usually the average Reddit community size versus like the actual like phone like gacha gaming community size, because there's a lot of people who just play phone games and not go on YouTube, surprisingly enough, right? So how do I feel about the Illusion Connect and with all this information? I'm going to keep playing. If you're wondering, if you go into my guild right here, then you go into Guild Boss and you go into the journals, I've been playing, 6 times. I've ran the Guild Boss 6 times. What does that mean? Pretty much I've been, running Guild Boss, playing the game every single day. If it was at like 4, 2, or 0, like over here, these are people who have obviously stopped playing Illusion Connect, right? Why did I show that? The point of me showing that is I'm still playing Illusion Connect. The only reason why I'm not covering it in further detail, it has nothing to do with like the overall like CN stuff. The only reason why I haven't been covering it as much is because there isn't really much for me to create guides on. There isn't much for me to pretty much create content on. The characters in Illusion Connect sort of speak for themselves in the sense you have Miyuki and Nicola, Hachishiki, Vivian, Yuffie, and Kasumi. You're pretty good. You have AoE characters that hit hard. You don't really need to diversify your roster too much. And I think that's what, some of the Illusion Connect community sort of hurts in. And it's weird to say that since the game isn't power creeping itself, that's where some people are sort of losing interest in some ways. Because if Abby was like the next Miyuki or something, then everyone would be dumping more resources into Illusion Connect. But she's not. She's just like a mid-unit at the end of the day. By the way, she's waifu. I still think her mechanics are cool. How do I feel about this, and am I going to spend more on Illusion Connect? Personally, I am not, just because I don't need to. If I feel like I need to spend more on Illusion Connect in order to tackle content, I'm probably gonna, debate on myself, what am I going to actually do and how I want to approach that, because financial decisions are pretty much based off of a personal preference, all right? Anyways, enough of all this talk about like the shutdowns and stuff. Let's go ahead and cover the actual events. So right now you can't do like the actual collapse stages. It's not unlocked until February 5th, but you can actually go onto the 10th stage right here and you can rate it times 10 as many times as you want. If you go on the 12th stage right here, it's actually, you know, you can't rate it, so it'll actually show you like the actual gameplay and everything. Why I wanted to like jump in here really quick is just to show like what Abby actually does. She is a row attacker. So a row is actually this. A column is pretty much this, right? I don't know how to say that properly, horizontally or vertically. So watch what Abby does. She pulls Hachishiki to the front and deals damage to her. The reason why that's so important to see is that is what Abby is pretty much good at, is drawing all of like the backline attackers to the front. So if you're curious, you know, does Abby have any cool mechanics? Yes, she absolutely does. I think that's one of the coolest things that, you know, Illusion Connect has added, because I haven't seen that feature where any character can technically draw aggro and put characters in the front, right? So if you can't summon like a paladin in time, then Abby can be like a cool way to pretty much, you know, mitigate that and be like, hey, you know, I'm gonna pull these characters into the front so you don't have time to pretty much set up your paladins and stuff. But it's sort of gimmicky in some ways. I just think it's like overall cool. And as far as like this event goes, you know, you just do daily trials, exploration, and story stages and get some stamina. All of the characters will be raised to level 240, which is really cool. So if you have like some units who are not like maxed out, then you can pretty much use them and see how they perform, you know. So for example, if you go over here into your lineup and you want to, for some reason you want to use like, you know, someone like let's see, like Jasmine, and she's going to be automatically leveled up to 240, right? So that's what it means for that. You know, Pan is like level 240. I think that's like a really nice thing that they just added for the events. They've been doing this for Miracle as well. I'm not sure if that Miracle is still available, but in the latest Miracle, the limited one that we had, it actually boosted your units to level 240, and they did it for the New Year's one. So they're very aware, and they're trying to help beginner players like actually jump into limited miracle events by providing them like an actual level boost. So I really appreciate the KR developers for Illusion Connect for adding that feature, right? And let's go ahead and go into Arena and just talk about a few things. Like, you know, what's going on? Like, I haven't talked to the Illusion Connect community in a bit, and to me, I am just sort of at a loss for words, like the way, you know, the community is handling it. It's not that it's a bad thing or anything. I just don't know what to make of it, because when Illusion Connect goes through all this drama, I feel like it's just like a game that has a lot of stuff constantly floating around information wise. I've never seen like a positive like representation of Illusion Connect, really. Most of the time, like when I'm looking at r/gacha gaming, it's usually nothing positive about Illusion Connect, no matter how free-to-play friendly it is, no matter how many free characters they give, no matter how many diamonds they give, because you get free diamonds every single day. Like, you get like free multis practically every single week. I don't think like anyone really wants this game to succeed in some ways, and I don't understand why. I'm not trying to defend Illusion Connect, you know, I'm not saying like, you know, you need to just like go against those people. What I'm trying to say is that I feel like there is some like misunderstanding with this game where it just doesn't seem like people want it, and I don't understand why. Maybe you guys can help me down in the comments understand why this game wasn't so well received. I don't think this was a cash grab, because there has just been a lot of support by the actual like events. You know, they gave us a lot of codes. Granted, that's not happening anymore, but Illusion Connect had a really good launch considering when it launched against Genshin Impact. And I feel like this game is sort of taking like a lot of hits because it got released within Genshin Impact. And a lot of the players who were salty about Genshin Impact, pretty much, I really just don't like to see that on a gacha game. Granted, like, Illusion Connect isn't like the most like crazy in-depth game that deserves any rewards or anything spectacular to it, but it's also not a terrible game, and that's all I really want to say at the end of the day. And I like the Illusion Connect community. I just don't have much to create content for it, because at the end of the day, all I can do is just say like stuff like this for the Illusion Connect community and how much I love it. And sometimes people don't want to hear me gush about the game because they think I'm white knighting, and some people don't want to hear me pretty much spread bad news about Illusion Connect. It's not that I don't want to cover Illusion Connect, it's just that when I cover this game, I cause a lot of drama, and that's not my intention. I'm just talking about the game, and some things pretty much don't get received properly, and I don't have, you know, enough time to sort of justify what I say because, you know, I'm limited on time, like all that stuff, right? Doesn't really matter. All I'm trying to say is Illusion Connect is a fun game, and I hope you enjoy yourself, because if you're playing gachas and you're not enjoying yourself and you're not trying to take care of your waifus and stuff, I'm not sure why you're playing a gacha, because, you know, just enjoy yourself. This is a game, and like have fun. I'm glad I got this off my chest. Like, Illusion Connect's a good game, and I understand if people feel a certain way about it. If you made it this far into this video, consider subscribing, dropping a like. Depending on this, how well this video does, you know, I can make more content for it and stuff. Yeah. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next one.